now our special thanks go to our friends from Bosch, without whom this stage wouldn't be possible. We're honored to invite on stage Kaschek Konrad, the General Manager of Bosch Cluj plant, to say a few words and start this party. So, welcome. I think this is yours.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. So, I remember last year when I was having the opportunity for the first time to talk here in Cluj at the Dev Talks. So, and we somehow also introduced there the topic of the Internet of Things. Most probably, this was not new for anybody because Internet of Things is something which is a real hype now. It is one of the main drivers of the business, and Bosch is one of the main players in the area of Internet of Things. That's the reason why we just said, okay, this time we would like to really establish a complete workshop only for Internet of Things. Because meanwhile, everybody is into it. Yeah? So I just want to name Microsoft with the Azure IoT Hub, the IoT templates and solution accelerators. They have offering online training. SAP is doing HANA, cloud systems, application enabling related to their old existing infrastructure. They have set up an IoT Leonardo. Siemens, of course, is providing MindSphere as a general approach to solve the questions of connecting things in the internet. Bosch has IoT cloud, automotive cloud, so you know that we are very strong engagement in automotive. We have IoT suite. The IoT suite last year I was introducing because Bosch is also the world market leader for sensors. If anybody doesn't know it, meanwhile in each mobile phone you have Bosch sensors that are basically the background of all these fancy activities that you can do with the phone. And in the future there will be even lab on a chip available so that you can just measure things with your mobile phone, do environmental investigations, you can measure elements that are important to monitor your health and so on. But I remember last year there was a very important question that I answered at that time with yes, because one person out of the audience was asking, what do you believe that the Internet of Things will be a democratic thing? Will it be democratized so that not only big companies can participate in the Internet of Things? And at the time last year I said yes, because it is meanwhile a hype, and a hype is always driven by the public. So the times that corporate organizations just rule the world via their specific systems, this is over. Everybody has to participate and to contribute to the standards. This is as well the case here in the Internet of Things. Even official schools are starting to provide IoT master studies where you can just get all the stuff that will be necessary to somehow enter as a professional the Internet of Things. But we all know, especially hopefully here at the Dev Talks, where there are people that are mainly self-driven, we are interested in how we can contribute to the Internet of Things. And the very simple situation is that we are already surrounded by a lot of devices that are able to connect. We can buy it for cheap money in every electronic store. You can read about how to apply it or how to deal with it in hardware hacking magazines and so on. So it is already available to everybody. And it's also that some main providers of sensors are on a level that these sensors are cheap to buy. So everybody who likes to start a new business will be able to buy some kind of devices that can be used to create an idea and to start, based on that idea, a business. So Microsoft, for example, is offering the related tool sets. Bosch is offering the related tool sets that are public available. They are open source. You can download all the development tools from the internet. And what I was just amazed upon is that a company that's very famous for, let's say, democratizing the internet, Mozilla, is now really going towards a very, very strong engagement in the Internet of Things. So they have set up and reconstructed completely their browser system. It is completely rewritten now in the release 6.0 onwards of the Mozilla with a new language. It's called Rust. So perhaps is everybody aware of that, of this new language? Yeah, it's very important because it's a language that enables the stack garbage collection, which is normally really necessary when you are engineering the software in C# or in C++ and so on, to be somehow enabled to control what's going on with your memory. This is not necessary anymore with Rust. Rust is just completely handling a secure memory management, and this will be very important to write safe, hacker-protected applications in the Internet of Things. So this is a very important thing. Also from Mozilla in the future, there will be delivered and public available a lot of snippets, tool sets that can be used to apply your ideas and to create your ideas and to build on your ideas with standards that will be very, very global. So once again, the answer to the question of the colleague from last year, so the Internet of Things will be a democratic thing, so everybody will be able to participate and to build a business on tools that are easily available. And if you go, for example, to bigger applications, you can just also build and bet on the tools of Bitnami. They provide a lot of containers that are easily to install in any kind of cloud system or on Docker, and it's just for free. Yeah. At the end, I also want to mention one thing which I just discovered recently. This is a question, will the Internet of Things be driven by artificial intelligence? And of course, there we have to really think about what is artificial intelligence. Everybody is talking also about artificial intelligence today. There is something that you may call mild artificial intelligence, which is just building on knowledge engineering and finally ending up also just using a lot of standard thinking, algorithmic thinking. And there will be something that will be called strong artificial intelligence. And strong artificial intelligence are applications that are somehow fulfilling the Turing requirement that a system that is answering to you questions from the human viewpoint cannot be distinguished from a real human being behind it. And there's a public activity that's called Common Voice. Who knows Common Voice? So Common Voice, you can start. Google is delivering everything to us, just asking. So Common Voice is a first real public approach to model a computer voice according to the real human behavior. This means that the result out of the Common Voice initiative, which is a public initiative, will be that at the end the computers will be able to talk like human beings. And when you then have, let's say, a smart answering machine behind such kind of a computer that is talking to you out of a device in the internet, not Alexa. Alexa is a little bit, let's say, is a very simple thing compared to that. But these devices, you will meet them everywhere. Wherever you go and you use a service that is based on the Internet of Things, you might be in the situation that something or somebody that you think it's a human is talking to you. And this will be, of course, a complete new generation. And we are not so far away from this. Yeah? So if you are interested in how this is developing and how you can contribute also to this development, just search in the internet for Common Voice. You can even lend your voice there to make your voice as one example of a human expression. In the future, wherever you will go, you will park your car, you will ask a question on the phone, you might not be able to distinguish, is a real human behind that, or it's just a machine? Yeah? A simple machine. Because, of course, we all know that between a real human-like machine and a simple machine that is just only thinking logic, but having a human voice, there's a big difference. Yeah. So just summarizing, Bosch is in the middle of the Internet of Things. We are already in everybody's pocket, and we are one of the main players to shape the future. And I see from the program that we have very interesting speeches today about Industry 4.0, about applications of Internet of Things, about robotics, and also about artificial intelligence. So I wish you a real interesting day. So you are here listening to one of the hottest topics in technology today. Thank you very much. Yeah? And if you want to have some fun, you can just also Google for a smart clip, Bosch IoT in the internet, which is showing that work is not only hard on the Internet of Things, you can also have fun on that. Thank you very much, and I wish you a real nice